Hello and welcome to the Computer Science and Software Engineering presentation for admission and curriculum. Let's first talk about the admission policy. The admissions policy applies to both computer science and software engineering. To be eligible for computer science and software engineering, you need to be eligible for Math 1065, which is college algebra. This is determined by one of the following: an SAT math score of 570 or higher, an ACT math score of 23 or higher, or an unweighted high school GPA of 2.96 or higher. If you have one of these scores or GPA, you are eligible for Math 1065. Now, if you're a transfer student, in order to be eligible for computer science, you need to have eligibility for Math 2121 or Math 2171 and have a 2.5 transfer GPA. For software engineering, you need to have eligibility for Math 2119 and a 2.5 transfer GPA. Now, if you haven't met the requirements through your test scores or your GPA to take Math 1065, or as a transfer student, you haven't brought in credit for 1065, there's still a home for you. It's called Computer Science Intended or Software Engineering Intended. For up to 1 year, you will meet with our first year program advisor, and you will take the math requirements that are needed, and that includes Math 0045 and Math 1065. While you are an intended major, you will still take your general education classes that will count towards either computer science or software engineering. And just something to remember is you do need to have a C or higher in Math 1065 to declare computer science and software engineering. Math is really important within computer science and software engineering, as math is the basis of all the classes you're going to take. So as I stated before, you want to make sure that you're getting that C or higher in Math 1065, but really you should be trying to get the best grades you can in all of your math courses to make sure that you are successful in computer science and software engineering. Now let's talk a little bit about the degree requirements. Computer science is a 120 credit hour degree. This includes all of the courses that you'll need to take to graduate as a BS in computer science major. This includes your foundation curriculum, which is mostly your general education courses, your writing across the curriculum courses, which are writing intensive courses. ECU has you take English 1100 your first year, English 2201 your second year, and then you can pick any 3-credit writing intensive course of your choice. And then your major writing intensive course is CSCI 3030. You have your core curriculum and your computer science electives, your cognates, and lastly, you have a really great resource available to you at all hours of the day. It's called DegreeWorks. In the DegreeWorks, you have the opportunity to see the courses that you need to take, the courses that you have taken, including their grade, and you can plan your entire 4-year degree. With DegreeWorks, you are able to see not just what courses you're currently taking, but what courses you need to take the last semester of your senior year. As a software engineering student, you have 120 credit hours to complete. This includes your foundations curriculum, which is your 40 credits, your writing across the curriculum or your writing intensive. And this includes English 1100 your first year, English 2201 your second year, your choice from the whole writing intensive list, and your major writing intensive course, which is iTech 3290. Next is your core curriculum and software engineering computer science electives. That is where all of your required software engineering courses are. And then you have the opportunity to pick a concentration, data science or mobile and web development. You will choose which concentration for your degree at the end of your sophomore year. You have your cognates. That includes your math classes. And then as a second reminder, you want to make sure that you are checking your DegreeWorks worksheet and your plan to make sure that you are on track to graduation. Many of you may now be asking, but how many classes should I take a semester? Well, if you are wanting to be a full-time student, that is 12 semester hours or 12 credits a semester. And think that the average credit per class is 3 credits. If you want to take 18 semester hours, that is the max you can take a semester. And to be successful in computer science and software engineering and to graduate in 4 years, you'll want to make sure that you're taking 15 to 16 credits a semester. So you'll want to make sure that you become comfortable with the undergraduate catalog. The Undergraduate Catalog gives you information about your major, courses that you need to take, prerequisites, co-requisites. It gives you the academic policies. So if you have a question about anything, you can go to the academic catalog and search for it. And then it also is basically a contract with the university. So ECU expects that you entering on the 2020 catalog that you will graduate by the summer of 2025. If you have any questions about any information in the catalog, please ask your advisor. So this is just a reminder that if you do have any sort of credit coming to ECU, to let your advisor know. So if you have advanced placement credit, expect for that credit to come through ECU end of summer. And if you have any transfer credit, you want to make sure that you send the official transcript that has the grades listed. And you want to make sure that you're sending that transcript to the ECU undergraduate admissions office. This is a list of all computer science courses that is required to be taken by all computer science majors. You will see that there is a requirement of a C or higher in Math 1065, but also there is a grade requirement of C or higher in all of your computer science courses. Computer science students are required to complete 12 credits of natural science. The easiest way to break this up is to show you what they look like in our tracks. Track 1 is biology, track 2 is chemistry, track 3 is physics. In biology, you will need to complete biology 1100 and 1101, and then you will need to complete biology 1200 and 1201, and then you will need to complete an additional natural science course, and that could be a lecture and a lab as long as it's 4 credits. The same thing goes for chemistry, except they'll take the chemistry courses. And the same thing goes for physics, except physics does require additional calculus credit, which is the 2122 or the 2172. This is a schedule for a student who is eligible to take Math 1065. You will see here that the schedule includes Math 1065 as well as other additional requirements through the university. CSCI 1000 and 1003 is an introduction to computer science. However, it is not required for computer science majors. This is a list of all software engineering courses that are required to be taken by software engineering students. You will see that there is a concentration that is required for the major, as well as 18 semester hours required of SENG and CSCI electives. As stated before, you will pick between data science and mobile web development, and you will choose which emphasis or which concentration you're interested in at the end of your sophomore year. This is a sample schedule for software engineering students who are eligible for Math 1065. You will see that Math 1065 is listed as well as other university requirements. A minor is not required for your degree. A minor is basically a mini major, but it is only 6 to 10 classes. Popular minors for CSCI and SENG are Information Computer Technology, Math, and Linguistics. If you are interested in adding a minor, you will first need to talk to your academic advisor. Please make sure that you check out the PIER website at www.ecu.edu/PIER. There you will find more information about eligibility for your math, eligibility for computer science and software engineering, and what courses you should really be signing up for. You'll also see things about FERPA, grading scales, withdrawals or drops, tuition surcharges, and semester hours. This is a really important website to view because this will answer a lot of your questions that may not have been answered in this presentation. Thank you for tuning into this presentation, and as always, if you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you.